Stream is live. We are live. Look at this. We are in New York City with Daniel Ing. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the SKTLs Space Crypto Call. We got Sanatsi, bearded Sanatsi.
Hi, Sanatsi.
Can you hear us? He can't hear us yet.
Sanatsi? Maybe I'll unmute.
Maybe, do we mute? No.
Sanatsi, can you hear us? Can anybody hear us? I can hear something.
It was.
Yeah, hit mute on your side. There you go. It's Sanatsi's first time using a computer. Yeah, he's a chief scientist.
What? I'm sorry. What am I saying? I apologize.
There you go. Hi, Sanatsi.
Hi, Sanatsi.
Hey.
I called you bearded Sanatsi, and you didn't laugh. There you go.
I didn't hear you. That's why I'm apologizing. I didn't put.
It makes more sense now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sanatsi has been in Turkey, right?
Turkey.
Turkey. I was about to
Yes.
correct myself. Turkey.
Yes.
They've changed the spelling and the pronunciation, so we don't say, "Are
New
you
name-
hungry, or would you like to have some turkey?" Hungry and turkey.
Exactly.
Well, we speak
Not to
language.
Yeah, what do you call? Is it Turkish? Turkish?
the language.
The language.
Turkish.
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 Yeah, Turkish.
Well,
Yeah.
welcome back, my friend, and hello, everybody. We haven't
Thank
done a
you.
SKTLs Space Call in probably 3 or 4 weeks. It's been holidays and everything else. A few updates. I did figure out how to log back into my MetaMask, and then Daniel walked me through, reminded me how to get to the joint signet. What do we call it? Multi-sig wallet. And we finally, a few months late, we donated the tokens to the winner of the space debris cleanup
At Trust
Point,
Point.
and they received them.
Yep.
Bryce and I have a call with them next week. If anybody actually watching, or if Daniel or Sanatsi, you guys want to just get on the phone with them, they are a secure GPS space company, among other things. And we always enjoy talking to them. And we made a small investment a year or two ago. I think, full disclosure, I've said that every time.
Right.
So anyway.
Send a link, please, so might be able to join.
Okay, Bryce will do that.
Sure.
And also, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You stole, Daniel, I guess, stole kind of my thunder, because I was going to also mention how to actually create or get your tokens if you have a new machine, a new iPhone or new laptop, because I just went through it 10 days, 2 weeks ago. I bought a new Mac after using the one for 11 years. So I had to basically migrate my tokens. So
yeah, I got a new phone 6 months ago, or I don't know, 2 or 3 months ago, and I could not I couldn't find the code words to get back, retrieval code words or whatever, and much less my password. But my wife, who, unlike me, is an organized anti-tornado, and I am an unorganized tornado. So luckily, actually, she heard me talking to Daniel, and she was like, "I have that." And voila, if you actually have the information to log in, it works.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was very exciting. It was a huge relief to me, because I actually was feeling really guilty about not getting Trust Point, their tokens, and just not being able, like, I have 1 million SKTL tokens also, and it's only probably $2,000 worth, but I mean, $2,000, that's like 7 shirts at Bergdorf half off.
Recovery phrase, the name.
That's what it is.
Yeah, definitely. Feel free to post your questions on Slack. I think I'm sure there are more other members want to know how to if they ever run into problem, they want to know how to recover their wallet. Yeah,
That'd be really
how
nice.
to
I
help,
actually,
yeah.
I do have an email from a Trading with Cody subscriber who asked, how do I get back in my MetaMask? And I didn't respond because I was like, dude, I was trying to do mine.
Yeah.
But I'll look it up. And if,
Yeah.
Well, I did respond in Discord. Somebody asked, and I said I did actually direct them to the SKTLs webpage because the network name, if they followed, the instructions way back when, they'll get the network name from there, and then all they really need to do eventually add the token, add the asset, and that's and
Yeah, you
again,
also have to make
that
sure-
information is also on the website.
you have to make sure you're on the Binance blockchain.
That's
and
what I
the
mean.
Ethereum
It's-
blockchain. But I mean, yeah,
Exactly.
there's always, to this day, it is amazing that crypto worked at all, much less became $1 trillion industry with how hard all of it is.
Yeah.
It's so hard to do anything. To this day, it's just hard to do like, oh, it's on that network and you don't have the code in there, but if you'll go to that website and paste the code, and somehow, yes, thousands of people do that. Millions of people do it every day. Let's talk meme coins for a moment. Public service announcement. Please stop buying shit coins, fraud coins, scam coins, racist coins, communist coins, Nazi coins,
Right.
what else? Evil
Criminal stuff.
cannibalism coins, like whatever you can think of, the worst stuff you can possibly think of, there's a coin for it. Since the last time we did a SKTLs call like this, I'll just tell you a quick story. This is what this format's good for, after all. Bryce, about a month ago, says to me, Cody, we might be missing something in the shitcoin cryptocurrency thing because it's so hot, it's happening, there's so much going on. And I went, you know what? One of the best things we can do as investors is check our premise. Always check your premises and make sure that you're not just writing something off that shouldn't be written off or assuming that things are safe when they're not. So whatever. I was like, let's check our premise. Bryce, 100% go in, work on crypto with a wide open mind, assuming we should be buying shit coins and meme coins and figure it out, Bryce. Why is everybody doing this? Why does this exist?
Right.
And you came back to me 2 hours later and said,
It's worse than we thought.
it is so much worse. However bad you think that shit is, Cody, it's worse. What is happening? We found this website called pump.fun where literally anybody can go in. When we made our SKTLs token, Daniel literally had to write code and rules-based stuff and make the token.
Yeah.
Now you go to pump.fun, you're like, I would like a Rosie's Pizza Donkey coin. And you're like, okay, well, here's an image, here's a wallet number, and you can make your coin. And it exists on the Solana blockchain immediately.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
Free.
Right. For free.
10,000 coins a day are being created on there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does anybody see a problem with supply versus demand on that scenario?
Yeah.
If we're creating hundreds of thousands of new shit coins every week, how are you going to pick the right one? And why would anybody buy any of them? It's just insane. It is insane. There is no economic benefit to any of it. There's no efficiency to any of it. Doesn't help the world become a better, more prosperous. Doesn't provide a service. No applications. Nothing. And I don't know why anybody does this. I mean, just stop. Stop. So please be careful. Be careful out there. It is insanity. We are short Ethereum right now. I've been in Bitcoin since 2013. We own Bitcoin in the hedge fund and everything else. But we are in the hedge fund short Ethereum ETFs. And if we could short Solana, it would be our biggest short. And I think the whole thing is collapsing in front of our eyes. About a month ago, I turned to Bryce after we did that work. And then one day, every quantum stock was up 800%. And some other random AI stock is up 8,000%. And I just turned to Bryce. I'm like, I'm calling the top. Calling the top in the shit coins. I'm calling the top in the theme stocks, the meme stocks, all of it. I think
Right.
we're unwinding it right now. So be careful out there. Buy yourself good tech stocks and maybe
Well,
some Pepsi or something.
Similar to what happened with NFTs, right?
Yes,
Yes.
we're here. It is the logical end game of infinite supply of shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to add one more thing too. Like our website, SKTLs.com, constantly being hacked.
Constantly
attacked.
being hacked.
Yeah, like, well, I want to say like thank you to John Chen, who's not here, but like he's our like system engineer.
Yeah.
Day one, he's volunteer, and he really helped to recover and secure our website. But when we get hacked, I think like it must be like scammer trying to like scam people.
Yeah, they
like,
literally
buying
go
the-
to the like wallet registration
so
page or something.
I would
right?
say,
Yeah.
whoever listening to this, we don't sell any SkyTools anymore. We actually never.
We never
sell
sold one.
We never
We
sold one.
issued them
We
all for
didn't make
free to
any-
begin with.
money. We offer it for free. Like if you miss this airdrop period, you can buy from other people on like
Pancake swap.
Pancake Swap. Yeah, so those we are not affiliated with them.
We're not
but they-
affiliated with any of
But they
that.
are well
but
established too. So if you really want to buy, like maybe buy a $5 worth first just to test it out, and then and then buy more later.
just be very
Yeah,
careful.
just be very
Even with the
careful.
SkyTel tokens, right? I mean, the SkyTel tokens legit and does exist, and people are like companies that clean up space debris. The whole reason we created it was to incentivize companies to clean up space debris, and that exists. We do award tokens once a year to companies that clean up space debris, and that's all great, and I'm proud of that, what we do. But there are so many ways to get scammed in cryptocurrencies, including fake SkyTel tokens or stuff. Like you could go to pump.fun right now and create your own fake SkyTels token. I mean, it's crazy how bad this
Yeah, I think that website is banned by UK.
is. It finally?
Yeah.
Or was it
Pump Fun is?
pump.fun?
Really?
Pump is banned by the equivalent of SEC or.
But good old
Something like
crypto
that, yeah.
Gary Gensler, the
Right.
greatest
Yeah.
gift to the cryptocurrency that they ever could have dreamt of was they had Gary Gensler enforcing absolutely no laws ever in cryptocurrency to the point where pump.fun exists and the SEC probably knows about it and hasn't shut it down. If the SEC would do one thing, they should do their job. And that job would include shutting down pump.fun. But
I agree.
why does
Yeah.
the SEC even exist? The SEC existence is almost just a net negative at this point, because it does provide a false sense of security that someone's actually helping protect you when they're not.
Right.
Yeah, one minor bad news for me was Binance token, USA, I think. So they got out of Georgia
Oh,
2 months ago, so no longer available. So I had to basically convert my remaining. I think I only had like $13-14 worth of stuff. I converted them to dollars and transferred them to my bank. And so need to figure out basically where to get BNB if I decide to buy more SkyTel.
God bless the regulator in Georgia for actually doing something. I'm not sure banning Binance token is all that helpful. They could shut down pump.fun first.
Right.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do? At least they're doing something, I guess. Unlike
Yeah.
Gary Gensler.
Speaking of SkyTel, I don't know if you looked at today the Discord channel today. Yeah, they found a YouTube video of your presentation yesterday on the Fox business. I watched it myself. It was great.
Thank you.
And they posted the link, and then I think his login name is Seamus. It says, not sure SkyTel Space Crypto co-founder is top of Cody's resume.
Yeah, I don't know why at some point, I don't know, when we were launching the token, as I promised, I was like, I'll go on Fox and I'll do a segment on the SkyTel Space Debris token. I did that. It was great. We had
Yeah.
nice promotion, etc. But ever since then, not every time, but most of the time when I go on Fox, instead of calling me CEO of 10,000 Days Hedge Fund,
Right.
it's underneath the Chiron. It's like, hey, Cody Willard, SKTLs cryptocurrency, and all of our hedge fund investors text me. They're like, seriously, that's what you're promoting? I'm like, no, I didn't know. I was on TV talking, and then I got off, and they're like, SKTLs? But at any rate, yes, I was on TV yesterday, not talking about SKTLs or crypto at all. I was talking about AI, NVIDIA.
Yeah, and well, the additional comment was after laugh out loud, like BRO, they all just disappeared into thin air. I don't know exactly what this Seamus guy is referring to. All disappeared into thin air. Talking about SKTL or what?
Write him back and he's probably talking about the thing that you're talking about, where he can't find his tokens in his wallet anymore, and he just needs help finding it.
I see. Okay, I didn't think about that. Yeah. Okay.
No, that's what, like, the email I'm talking about. It might even be the same guy that emailed me, and that's almost the same wording. He's like, I can't find my tokens. They disappeared. And I'm like, well, they're there somewhere, but I don't know how to help you. But you probably could, or Daniel might be able to help someone at least just log back in. I mean, again, once we issued the tokens, they're out there. We don't control any of it anymore, except for the donation part, the fund part that we donate to companies, that then they can do whatever they want with them. And so, and for the record, the SKTL token got hit at some point in a few months ago, and I think it was one of the companies that we had awarded the tokens to just blew out of them.
Right.
And they probably, it was like $5,000 worth of tokens or something. And that's just the biggest mistake we made. I truly wanted to make that token as free market oriented as possible. And so, of course, we talked a lot about whether we should have an allotment for PancakeSwap or other exchanges, so there's just some liquidity in the token. Should we, there was a lot of things that we could have done differently, but I was like, let's just let the free market do it. Let people do it. If they want to, if you own the token and you want to sell it, go on PancakeSwap peer-to-peer, and it's up to you. But that did make it a very low flow, highly volatile token. If you actually try to buy any, when I was buying it after we launched, I got the airdrop of 3,000 or something tokens like everyone else did, and then I just would buy
35,700.
What was it? 3,700. And so I would go out and buy
3,500. I'm sorry, 35,000 or 3,700, 37,000.
Some number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At any rate, I would go buy $100 every Tuesday night at 7:00 or something for the first month, and then I would do it like twice a week. And every time I did it, even $100, it would pop it like 10%, 20%. Then I'd wait. Hopefully, someone would sell some or get some liquidity in there. But no, I mean, look, and I probably, now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't been on PancakeSwap in a year either. I could go put some of my tokens into the liquidity pool at PancakeSwap and help the liquidity.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
Yeah, I checked it out about a month ago.
Yeah. I need to do it again.
Yeah, we should all do it.
I think you can put limit order to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you can literally be like, put this many tokens into the liquidity pool with certain parameters around it, right? Yeah. So I'll do that. All right. Crypto stuff in general. Any comments? Do we want to, anything else on SKTLs?
No, not for me.
No?
No, for me, that's about it.
Any comments on crypto?
Crypto.
Besides my PSA?
Right.
Public service announcement? Yeah.
Not on crypto. I don't want to change the subject, but I did. You probably didn't have time to check your emails or messages. I did respond to the last email Bryce sent out. The table that you guys created started filling out, and you'll probably see it. I think that was excellent.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, that is that definitely excellent.
Are you talking about the economic table or the efficiency table?
Efficiency table.
The efficiency table is
Yeah.
fascinating in its own right the last few days. Just to give everybody a little background on what you're talking about, and then please continue, Sanatsi. But Bryce and I have I mean, one of the recurring themes in my entire life as a technology investor is that economic efficiency always wins. It's just a rule in economics, right? Like, why spend 4 times more driving your car using gasoline when gasoline engines are 21? This is how it all started. Bryce turned to me one day. He's like, did you know that battery-powered cars are somewhere between 85 and 92% efficient in turning energy into movement? And the ICE gas cars are 20 to 25% efficient in turning energy into movement. And so literally, if you're a truck, Elon said it about the semis.
Right. Yeah.
If you, I don't know, a couple quarterly calls ago, he was like, if you, like, the only reason anybody would ever choose, this is my best Elon, only reason anybody would ever choose a car or a semi that's not battery operated is if they don't like money. What, you don't like money? That's terrible. You guys didn't even laugh. You could have given me a courtesy laugh or something.
Hilarious.
Thanks. At any rate, no, that's just it. And so everything, economic efficiency, clearly, why would you ever spend 4 times the amount of money to drive yourself around using a gas car when battery cars are a better product, instant torque, software updates, everything else, plus it's 4 times more efficient. It saves you 75% in the cost of energy. So that is the future. So we made a table of all the things off the top of our head that we could think of that were clearly economically more efficient, including, like, years ago, it's still relevant today, streaming instead of DVDs, like in streaming instead of broadcast set-top box television.
Yeah.
And we're living in a time of complete revolutionary economic efficiency.
Yeah.
So the I guess how to turn the table into something actionable. That is, I think that's going to be the next probably step in terms of the specific allocations to each row, if you want to look at it that way.
Yeah.
But that's probably sometime in the coming weeks or maybe a few months.
We're obviously in New York right now, and
Yeah.
we don't write nearly as much when we're in New York.
Right.
But yeah, if you would like to see what we're talking about, go to tradingwithcody.com, sign up. Shameless self-promotion. Space, Starship going to try to launch again at the end of this month. 7th, is it the 7th launch or 9th? How many were at?
No.
Do you know?
7.
I think it is.
Because they have to delay. I think it was supposed to be
For credit.
earlier, but then they delay it.
Yeah.
For a week or two.
Yeah.
But
So-
7th, yeah.
And they're sending up a payload this time, just nothing that's actually a working satellite, but they're going to send up
Really?
a satellite, like,
More than the banana they sent last
yeah,
time?
they're going to release boxes into space that are the same size and weight as a satellite to test it out and see. So their confidence level is pretty darn high. It's at least going to get to space. And I think, would you guys agree, the seminal event, the biggest, coolest thing that happened last year was when
They caught it.
they caught that rocket ship, the Starship,
That was
with the
Pretty amazing.
chopsticks.
that was
Yes.
so amazing. That's like
Amazing.
Yeah.
a sci-fi movie.
It truly
Right.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're living in the future. That's what I was on Fox talking about yesterday. It was just like, literally, if mankind can dream it, mankind can make it.
Incredible.
And I couldn't remember the word teleportation yesterday on TV. Did you notice that? Like, where you zap people up and down from space. I couldn't say teleport.
Right.
Really? Beam me up, Scotty? Something a little better than sending people back and forth to space?
Yeah.
Zapping? God, terrible. But anyway, yeah.
And, we should also make sure Dan starts joining these weekly meetings again, right? I don't know if he has been to some of the meetings. Dan.
Oh, Dangerosity. I thought you maybe mean.
Yeah, Dan, not Daniel. Dan.
Yeah. Yes, I talked to Daniel. I mean, I traded texts with him and Greg today. So yes, I will. I'll just invite. He'll come.
Okay.
When he was doing the call every week at first, he was not the CEO of a space company,
Right.
and he is now the CEO of a space company. He's got a day job. So, but he'll find the time for us. Yeah, that's a great idea. We always enjoyed. Dan's just such a font of information about space and even just business. He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
As good as it gets. So yeah, I'd love to have Daniel start coming here again and talk space, because he would have like really cool updates right now about stuff.
Yeah.
Space stocks in general have been on fire. They caught momentum, and then momentum took off, and then, Bryce, what do we always talk about? There are sellers lower and buyers higher.
Right.
People love to buy things as it's high.
Mhm.
And if it's going higher, they're like, yeah, buy more.
Right.
And they'll keep buying. And nobody wants to sell when it goes high. They only want to buy when it goes high. But then when it starts going down, they're like, sell, gotta sell. And then there's lots of people selling down there. So that is sort of space stocks right now. It's not quite a PSA, because most space stocks, publicly traded, more than half are legitimate, real companies and might be good investments. Some of them I would be careful about, but
Right.
it's not shit coins, not Nazi coin.
Yeah.
Redwire's a real company selling stuff to make things work in space. Lunar really does land stuff
Right.
on the moon.
I think they're supposed to go back to the moon this month.
Yeah. So that'll be exciting.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, Jansen just single-handedly, by talking, just a few minutes, basically sent the whole quantum basically stocks, into
Let's be
spiral.
realistic, though.
Just like you were talking about as well, Cody.
Yeah,
you were saying
those are not. They're not actually quantum stocks.
they're not.
No,
Some are not.
they are quantum grifts. Anybody paying attention, like even when Google made the announcement about the quantum breakthrough they had, they were like, yeah, and in maybe 15 or 20 years, this could be something that we could use. And then everybody's like, well, buy quantum stocks and suddenly there's like dozens of quantum stocks, and some random company changed their name from CD-ROM.com to Quantum AI.
Quantum AI Inc. They're all I noticed they're all Inc. now. All of a sudden, all the names are like they're all Inc. So
no, so yes, Jensen came out this morning. I think it was maybe last night. I'm not sure, but he was like, it's going to be 15 to 20 years.
I think he said, 15 to 20.
He was like 15 years would be too soon. 30 years would be
20
too long.
Yeah.
20 seems
Decades
reasonable.
from now, right?
10 from now.
Yeah.
10 years.
20 to 30. So at least.
So yes, I mean, and again, full disclosure, Bryce and I and the hedge fund own a bunch of puts on. We had all those puts. We sold some of the puts today, but I have been fighting Bryce and quantum stocks for the last 2 to 3 weeks, and Bryce was about ready to strangle me. He was about ready to wring my neck. And then today, he was like, okay.
Hey, Cabana.
Sorry, Cabana, that was on me. I didn't see you trying to log in till now.
Cabana in the house.
Is that your German doppelganger behind you? Huh?
Yeah.
Cabana Huang. That is funny,
That
dude.
is.
That's a great
What's going
name.
on?
Huang. Did I say that right? Huang?
Huang, yeah.
Huang,
Huang,
Wong.
Huang,
I don't. What is
yeah.
it?
Or Huang.
Maybe.
Jensen Huang.
Jensen
Huang.
Huang.
Same, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
I think that's the reference point there. Cabana, you missed the whole call. It's Bryce's fault. He's running that computer over there, and it died. And then we were over on this computer.
Well, did you all have fun?
Did you hear any of it? Did you hear my PSA on shitcoins?
Was that at the very beginning? Probably not.
Yeah, I gave a
I heard-
PSA. Everybody, please stop buying shitcoins right now. I think we've topped out. I called the top about 3 weeks ago to Bryce, and I think it's headed lower. Thoughts or debate?
Like the top for like years?
Yeah, like this cycle's over.
Okay.
We are crypto winter. I don't know about Bitcoin winter, but crypto winter is here.
I still think we see 120 on Bitcoin, and that could drag things up for like the final run. Like the cycles work until they don't. So if we have
Does
topped
it not
out,
feel
then
like it stopped working a month ago?
they do a lot of times, right? Like they stall out a lot of times, right at the end of the year, beginning of the year. So historically, that's when a lot of people bail. And I think, maybe in the next few weeks we could get like a really nice Bitcoin dip that finally takes out like this 92,000. And maybe that'll be like the shakeout that gets all the altcoiners out and maybe back into Bitcoin, and Bitcoin goes on for its run, and then everybody piles back into the altcoins, and then we have a few more months. So I don't think we're done. So
I'll take the other side. If it rallies, I'm shorting more Ethereum. I can't wait for Ethereum to rally another 15-20%. Just fight it the whole way.
Yeah, like the top of the range is like 38, 39. So what are you, like 37, something like that?
What?
Ethereum?
I missed that. What'd you say, Cabana?
Yeah.
The top of the Ethereum range is like 38, 39. So where's Cody short? Like 37, something like that?
Where did we put Ethereum on? What was the price?
Because it's like 33.
It was 4 or 5 weeks ago we started buying puts on Ethereum ETFs.
3,700.
I don't remember. I don't.
Cabana?
The ETFs are all down 15 to 20% since we put the shorts on. So
that
would 15
that would equate to what I'm seeing in the chart. Yeah. So, I don't know. That long-term chart still looks juicy to me. So I'm not like making a huge bet either way. If it gets down to like 31 under 3K, I'll probably go long some. So,
all right.
Thanks for the info.
But this is why it's nice to have you here. A little bit of debate rather than me just sounding off. And
what's your official take on Bitcoin? Then you said we could go higher. Do you think we could still? Get
honestly,
all-time
I
high?
have no feel for it right now. My conviction level on shorting Solana is a 99 out of 100. Shorting Ethereum's about an 85 out of 100. Shorting any shitcoin would be 8,000 out of 100. And Bitcoin, my conviction level for guessing where it's going in the next 3 months is 0. I have no freaking clue. It could be at 70. It could be at 170. It could be at 28. I feel that my sense is even like with those quantum stocks today, my sense, and with Tesla pulling back from 480 to 390 in the last few weeks, my sense is we've topped the small cap frenzy, the theme stocks, the meme stocks, the shit coins, Solana, Ethereum. I think we have reached the top and we are entering winter. And not just because it's 25 degrees and 6 degrees wind chill factor outside in New York right now.
Is this for general markets or crypto?
Crypto. Okay. And small caps. Cryptos and small caps.
Small caps are kind of
stocks, like quantum or
like
Big Bear AI, whatever random small cap theme. If it's AI, quantum, or like
robots,
like all that stuff. I think space, I think Lunar's probably topped over there around 21, and it's headed back to maybe single digits. So I'd still have some Lunar in the hedge fund and personally, but
I took half off at 21.
It might get cut in half here.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah. No, not really that nice.
Well, you said AI, quantum, and space, and what? There was
robotics.
Like Serve. If anybody's looked at Serve, that chart's through the roof.
Yeah.
And did they announce like some sort of offering or something today?
Yeah, I think they did. I don't know.
These can make us
raise the cash if you can, right?
Yeah. Oh shit! I had one other thing I wanted to mention. I don't remember it. Cabana, any other questions, and then we'll hop off of here, or comments?
No, good to see you. Haven't seen you since last year, so Haha.
It's been a while. So Nazi, I did not ask you if you had another question, so sorry. No problem.
So, forget about shit coins, but in terms of overall market right now, should we be raising more cash? Or like if yes,
Look,
like what would be your
I
suggestion
don't,
in terms of
Sanatsi,
portfolio percentage?
it depends on your risk tolerance individually. It depends on how much wealth income you generate compared to what your portfolio is, a million different things. I do think you want to have at least some cash ready to deploy. I think the markets, like big caps, triple Qs, they could come down 10 or 15%. They need to at some point. We just need to wash out some excesses and be healthy, get some fear back in the markets, like all that stuff, just normal cycle stuff. On the other hand, AI is about to make the world and corporate America specifically so much more profitable and efficient than it's ever been. The robotics revolution changes for thousands of years. Manual labor was the number one economic force in the world. And suddenly, not sure that manual human labor even matters in 20 years from now. I'm not talking in 5 years, but the markets are always going to try to discount the future ahead of time. And so I'm pretty darn bullish on corporate America in general. I'm pretty darn bullish on robotics and AI and their impact across the board on the economy and society. And I don't know if you can, I don't know when the market crashes again. Famous last words.
I mean, you've said you're bearish on, I guess, parts of AI. So that's just the overinflated, like dumb robotics.
Like
plays,
SoundHound.ai. We own puts on SoundHound and
right.
AI. I mean, it's like they're literally.
There's a difference in quality. I just want
correct.
Like
AI is an existential risk to a company that has been selling the ability to turn text into words for the last 10 years, which is what SoundHound does. And now Coca-Cola is just going to use ChatGPT. I mean, it's like, and so
they signed a deal with Burger King or something for drive-thrus, right? That's what.
Woo, so the stock went from 3 to 20.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that stuff, Big Bear, I don't have a position in Big Bear AI. I don't even know what they pretend to do, but like whatever, it's a $5 stock that used to be a 20-cent stock, and they added AI to the last part of their name, and suddenly it got hot. Like that stuff, nah, fuck that. Like it's stuff, I'm calling the top on all that stuff right now. Shit coins, meme stocks, theme stocks, small cap, hype. This market has gone from bullshit sells to bullshit
wins, right?
Loses big. Like it's over.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Well, for the longer term, that would, I hate to beat like a broken record, but that would still be good for like the larger cap solid names like a Salesforce and Meta and Google and Apple. Like that money finally flowing out of all these, crap names and meme names could find itself back in the quality.
Cabana, the one problem is you take every one of those SoundHound, Big Bear, quantum stocks, all of that stuff, you add up all of their market caps and it doesn't hit what CRM alone, Salesforce's own market cap is.
Yeah.
So the order of magnitude, I don't know that people selling that stuff is helpful to the bigger cap stocks, but I think the bigger cap stocks are going to be discounting this new economically efficient, wild time that's ahead of the United States. And so
I think, Kavana, we would agree with him that if there was a washout of the shit,
we
would be bullish.
It would be healthy for the market.
It'd be healthy, and we would be more bullish on
it. Would be. I'd love for Meta to come down 10 or 20% so I can buy more again. Like, I mean, but I don't know.
Yeah, I have a lot of.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, I got a lot of limit orders in, but at lower prices. Like I would, for instance, for starters, I would love that election day gap to get filled, and that would be like step one for me. So
yeah.
Do we have time, for another comment?
Hit mute, Bryce. Hurry. No. Yes, Anansi, I'll give you one more minute.
Okay, I might need two.
I got to take Daniel to dinner, dude. Come
on. Anyway, I started looking at a programming language called Clojure, and Daniel probably knows about it for sure. And so I started actually. I went to the website and all that, and then in terms of to start creating projects, I ended up actually using ChatGPT, and the sample project that I got, even though the versions of the software was like a few versions back, but still, I got a pretty good actually project setup to use it. CLOJURE.
Yeah, Bright.
Yeah.
Daniel just
Yeah.
found it.
So my looking at it and playing with it, and then looking at the quality, I guess, of the response from ChatGPT, I started thinking about all of these Indian companies. Basically, U.S. companies used to hire developers from
India.
I don't want to name names right now, but yeah, a lot of Tech Mahindra, Infosys. So two things. I think their days, or if they have stocks, there are their stocks actually. Their stock prices probably are going to start going down. My thinking, and the other thing is, I'd like to know what Daniel thinks about this. The need for junior, if you will, developers, people just graduating from college, with the degree in computer science, and then only having like 3-4 years of experience in industry. Going forward, basically, the main need of the industry is going to be for senior engineers, because junior engineers, definitely in terms of having quality development experience, are going to be far behind of what ChatGPT actually can produce, what you can get from ChatGPT. So
Daniel,
the
thoughts?
senior developers basically are going to be in demand, and junior developers, I don't know what will happen to them, or how they
I've
just
got a
have
big
to, I
opinion
guess.
on this, but I, like you, want to hear Daniel's opinion.
Yeah, and
well, I got asked a lot about this too, because I volunteer to mentor like some high schooler who's interested in computer science, and then I always tell them, well, yeah, today maybe you know Python or controller, like if you're good at it, you can get a job. But 5 years later, you need more. Maybe like you need to be expert in Python with the help of ChatGPT. Like that, we will see that. And not only that, like you also need some domain knowledge. Like you work for a car company, maybe you need to know, okay, what kind of apps I can build on a Tesla, right? I'm sure like they will have like gazillion apps running on Tesla now. Like you need also that too. Like how can I improve?
How can I make my company more efficient?
Yeah,
How can I
efficient or make people life better? So. I mean, it's not like we don't need junior engineers, just like the skill sets keep changing. And we have seen like all the time, like in the past, you can write HTML, and then if you know how web page, you can get a really cushy job.
But today, not so much.
Today, anyone can write a web page without knowing the language.
So I'm on. I will take it even to a further extreme. I said this on Fox yesterday. I threw down the gauntlet and said, "Look, I believe 5 years from now there will be more demand and more developers
correct
than there is today, because we're about to. It just the amount of software and applications using software that anyone could have ever dreamt of can be made now, and I think you don't discount the ability of brilliant Americans, people in the United States specifically, able to create amazing efficiency and productivity and entertainment apps. And I think, like, why it's the analogy I used yesterday was paper. when everybody's like, we got email, so short the paper companies because nobody will ever print anything again. It turns out to this day, paper demand has grown exponentially along with the computers.
Yeah, but average Joe developer, I don't think he's going to have a really, good career. That's all I'm trying to say.
I disagree, Sanatsi. It might be the greatest time ever to get into software development.
Average Joe developer, you really need to be good.
I don't know.
No?
It's almost like you don't have to be good now. You just got to be able to put
no.
together some ChatGPT stuff.
Not necessarily. We know, the ChatGPT basically is. We tried. I think we tried it, or at least I tried it. Yes, we were able to, for instance, generate a sample token easily, but when I tried it, in other experiments, it literally stopped right in the middle of the code.
Look, but you're on dial-up ChatGPT. It's 1996 internet is the analogy for ChatGPT 4.0. And so give yourself 3 years of ChatGPT spent. Well, ChatGPT, I think, actually is an existential risk itself. But give Google and Microsoft and Llama at Meta 3 years, 5 years of improving and spending hundreds of billions of dollars on better chips and networking and making it faster and inferencing better. And
okay. All right. So not to change the subject, but it's related. I don't think we talked about this. So in terms of basically large language models, the not efficiency, but the quality is sort of topping up.
But that's this version of the chips. Wait for Blackwell's predecessor. What comes after?
It's H100s.
But what do you call something? Predecessor comes before. What comes
Successor?
after? Successor. Wait for Blackwell's successor 2 or 3 generations down, and man, it's just gonna always come back to Kurzweilian and acceleration of technology. Sanatsi, last comment. We have a dinner we have to leave to in 2 minutes.
So what I'm saying is, I should qualify what I said. ChatGPT scanned, all the world's documents, and there's very little. There is maybe 95% of the data out there. ChatGPT has it now, so that's another parameter why, basically it's going to plateau.
I don't know. Don't forget about synthetic data.
It's not going to stop or anything.
Physical world data.
What data?
Physical world, real world data.
Correct.
Robotics data. It's exponential in size and in its ability, like in what you can use it for. And then they're now making synthetic physical world data. Jensen Huang has talked about. He threw down the gauntlet at Tesla the other day, and he was like, Tesla might have billions of hours of driving that it can process to make their full self-driving suite work. But now Jensen Huang is like, hey, maybe it's almost like they just created video games for the computer to simulate and then learn from the video games what works and what doesn't. I was made the analogy Grand Theft Auto.
Perfect. Because I gave last year, at least a year ago, I mentioned the company name in Canada does exactly that. Uses, they have their own simulators. This is in the trucking industry, self-driving trucks. Yeah. So I'll go back and look at it, and I'll bring it up in our next meeting.
No, we're not letting you talk next week, Sanatsi.
Okay.
You did at the beginning of the call.
Okay.
No, man, hey, Sanatsi, welcome home. It really is great to see you. I missed you, and we, you're just a calming, brilliant force when we were on these calls with us. And thank you. And Cabana, as always, you are welcome in doing this. You do a great job of making us flow in this call, and sometimes taking the other side of my optimism or pessimism or something.
Crypto pessimism. Yeah.
SKTLs token would not exist without this man. He has been He's got to be a great friend too, but golly, guy, he is something special. And whatever, Bryce, whatever, Cody. Thanks,
and
guys. We'll see you next week.
And he's not wearing a hooded sweater today. Daniel, most of the time when I saw him on camera, he was wearing a hooded sweater.
I never noticed that.
I mean,
Yes, hooded
I think
sweater.
you're making that up.
No, I'm not making it up. Ask
Hey,
him.
man, you made up the other stuff. We figure you made it all up.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Thank you.
Hey, peace and love. Thanks for everything, you guys.
Good to
Thank
see
you.
you.
And anybody watching, thanks for watching. We'll see you. We'll do this. Did we sign up? Log off? We're still in.
Once a
We will
month.
be doing these the second, just like right now. We will be doing these once a month. It'll be the second Wednesday at 4 p.m. once a month, instead of trying to do once a week and then disappointing people because sometimes we don't make it. We can make it once a month. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.